I'm Dr. Don Miller, and I'm here today with my friend Coach Taylor and Dax Hollifield, who's getting ready to head off to Virginia Tech. And I've had the pleasure of working with these guys in the clinic and watching Dax works with John and Curtis. And I've been working with Coach, and we've talked about Dax a little bit, and we're excited for his upcoming year at Virginia Tech. And I just thought it'd be nice to get together and listen to these two talk a little football.
The thing that stands out in my mind the most, and the thing I appreciate the most about Dax, and the same thing I could say for his father, because we competed against his father back in the 80s. Dax played 3 sports,
Yes, sir.
competed in 3 sports, and they all complemented each other, and he was a fierce competitor, as was his father. And he has made himself into a viable collegiate football player by hard work. And the track program has increased his speed and his endurance, and that impresses me very much. I think his ability to hit when he gets there, he hits through people, and I think he's so smart that he gets there quicker because he knows where the play's going. Work ethic. Work ethic. Work ethic. I think probably quick feet drills. Quick feet drills, probably. That would be. When I was coaching, we devoted half our time to lifting weights and the other half to the quick feet and the quickness and the speed and the agility. I think that's what I would do, because the quickness is the name of the game.
Sure is.
Dax, do you think that he's pretty accurate about that?
Yeah, he's a legend. I mean, everything Shelby football, you think Coach Taylor. So, I mean, everybody knows who Coach Taylor is. I mean, I don't listen to him. I know I've known him for I don't know how long, as long as I can remember. Him and my dad, really good friends. I mean, if Coach Taylor says something, you listen to him. I think, like you said, my biggest strength is probably my work ethic and my ability to, in my mind, to be honest with you.
To diagnose football plays.
Yes, to diagnose football plays. And probably my biggest, I want to say a weakness, but I mean, everybody thinks I'm athletic, but I mean, I'm not. I went to the Army Bowl this past January, and I was blown out of the water about the athletes. I mean, I was blown out of the water about how good the athletes were there, and I'm nowhere near as athletic as those people are, but just my mind puts me on their level on a playing field, and that helps me out a lot.
Well, I'm going to say something about that, because I've watched this guy, and I know how much he can clean. How much can you clean?
Probably 330.
Yeah,
something like that.
330 clean.
Power
For a high
clean?
school kid to do that is unbelievable. Now, what's even more impressive is I still can't believe he did it. He got on the pre-core, and we had a little record there. What was it, an 8-minute drill?
It was 8 minutes.
And the record was held by this little skinny kid who was a cross-country runner, which is what I would expect. He gets on there and breaks it. So you've got speed, you've got agility, you've got intelligence, you've got strength. I mean, he's got it all, doesn't he, Coach?
Yes, endurance.
And endurance, and he's a humble kid. It's a rare combination.
This summer, I want to learn all I can learn. I want to know. When I get to fall camp, I want to be able to know the playbook like the back of my hand, to be honest with you. So I'm going to summer watching film a lot, watching last year's film, because the 2 linebackers last year they were incredible. I'm going to watch them a lot, talk to the coaches a lot. And I want to let them know that I'm prepared to play next fall. And going into fall camp, I just want to be in tip-top shape. I want to be able to run with anybody on the team, and that's really. I want to get this summer. I want to study a lot. I want to have a small workload during the fall semester, so I can think about. I can focus more on football other than academics. I'm still working on academics, but I want to have a small workload. Try to have a small workload this fall.
When they get him up there and they put him on the weight program, he will have a chance to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And you might not want to get bigger, you might want to get quicker. That would be my advice to Dax, is to make sure he don't forget about the quickness and agility part. You're gonna get bigger and stronger with the collegiate weight program, but they live year round. And in summertime is the coaches cannot be with the players. It's a good time for them to develop the chemistry of the team in the summertime. That's what's important about his summer workouts at Virginia Tech this summer. Get to know the other youngins, the other players. But to me, football is still a game of quick feet. So don't forget that, Dax, please.
Yes, sir. I won't.
I came here, Coach Allen and Malcolm Brown, you don't know either of those two individuals, but Malcolm Brown was superintendent. Coach Allen was the head football coach, and Malcolm Brown found me on the golf course at Lake Lure, summer of '74, and said, I need to offer you a job to come to Shelby. And I had always wanted to get in a good football school, and that was my opportunity. And they came down and they said, if you come down here and be the JV football coach for 3 years, you take Coach Allen's position, and that's what I did. And highlights. Me and Coach Kirk coached the JV football team for 3 years. The second group we had, none of them played varsity football, but we won 8 ball games. And we just, 85 and 86 and 87, 88 and 89, we won a boatload of ball games because we had good athletes.
State championships, things like that.
Yeah, 2.
Who were some of the best players that ever came through your program?
Throne George, Nancy Harper, Cedric Surratt, Rodney Robinson, Robert Robinson. Todd, I guess the only player that we ever had in the history of our school that came close to him lifting weight wise was Kenneth Howell. I don't know if you know Kenneth. You know,
he's a good wrestler as well.
Yeah, Kenneth was one of those guys that worked out on his own. We didn't have an organized weight program when he came through. And we really didn't get an organized weight program until we got the advanced weightlifting. We got that in 1983. That's when we started getting good, and after we got them, we could get them in all in one period and start lifting weights with them and have the coaches there. That's when we started getting really good.
Ken benched over 500 pounds in college. Yeah, he was an animal.
And so you're saying, if I heard you correctly, no, only that one individual throws weights around like Dax.
Yes, because we spent half our time trying to get strong, and the other half trying to get fast and quick in our 6-period weightlifting class. Back then, we only had them for 55 minutes, and they had to dress, lift, and then go dismiss and get dressed and dismiss. So now that they get an hour and a half, because it's a block deal, so they got more time to do the weightlifting.
I mean, I've always dreamed about going to the NFL, but so that's a long way away. But probably, if I didn't get to the NFL, my plan B would probably be being a football coach. I just love the X's and O's about it. My dad's been a coach since before I was born. I've always been around football, Shelby High School football. I couldn't imagine myself away from something like that, and that's probably what I would like to do in my life.
That's awesome.
Or maybe a dentist. That's plan C.
His father, and I know we're here to talk about that, but his father's been a 3-sport coach for 26 years plus, 25 years. He's coached through football, basketball, track, and then of course the summer program that we have to do all with them to get them in shape and just to be with them in summertime so they don't. Sometimes we have kids that'll stray. The summer program, that's what we do. We keep them in the fold.
His dad was a stud.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I've heard your whole family's a stud.
Yeah, his uncle played quarterback at App too. So there's athleticism there in the family. He tells me his little brother's going to be bigger and stronger.
He probably will be. To be honest with you, he's already bigger than me.
I worked, and I don't know if he knows this, but I've worked with besides the kids I talked about, Spikes and Shamar and those other kids that came through here who all went on to play in the NFL, I've worked with, Ronnie Lott, Roger Craig, guys like that, and some of the Bears. And, I've worked with him and worked out with him when I was younger. And I'm excited to see what he does. It's going to be fun.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
We,
Can't wait.
we certainly wish you a lot of luck up there.
Appreciate that, Coach. Thank you.
Don't forget the jump rope.
Oh, I won't. I promise you. I'm not going to forget that.
He went through the functional mobility screen with the guys downstairs where they actually looked at his areas of strengths and where he may have some areas that were affecting some things. And he's been working diligently on that this summer and has made some gains and some improvements. And he's going to be retested today to see how he's improved and what he can still work on. And he's worked hard at that. And I think it's going to pay off for him when he gets up to school. What do you think, Dax? Has it been helpful?
I think it made my hips, I can feel like I can move 10 times better than probably 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not hurt or anything, but it's just trying to get all the little fine things fixed that are going to separate me from the other guys there at VT and make me a good player. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the functional mobility screen that he went through and the program that's been designed to fill in those areas that could be improved a little bit to help him with some of the things he's going to need to do. I think it's going to be very helpful for him, and I'm glad that he actually went through it and did it. It'll be fun. I'm going to be a Virginia Tech fan this year.